Welcome to the G.B.A.B.Y podcast. G.B.A.B.Y stands for Going Before and Beyond You. This podcast exists for that person that's tired of starting over. That person that says, I have a lot more in me, but I keep getting in my own way. I'm Liddell. I'm a coach. I'm a veteran. I'm a father. I'm a person who also had to understand that motivation isn't enough. Life will test you. Your body will test you. Your mind will test you. And fear will sometimes show up pretending to be logic. G.B.A.B.Y is not about hype. It's about a choice, making a decision. It's about learning how to choose faith when fear seems loud. Learning how you use fitness as a tool for healing instead of punishment. It's about learning how to fight internally and not giving up on yourself. It's about moving forward even when progress seems slow. G.B.A.B.Y is built off 4 pillars: faith, fitness, fight, and forward. If you ever doubted yourself, if you ever felt stuck, if you ever felt like you knew what to do but struggled with consistency, this is the place to be. This is G.B.A.B.Y. And over here, we don't give up on ourselves. I didn't create G.B.A.B.Y because everything was going well in my life. I created it because I kept realizing that something uncomfortable was going on with myself. I knew what to do, but I wasn't always doing it. And that's kind of a hard truth to face when you've been trained, disciplined, and held to a high standard all your life. I served years in the military. I understand structure. I understand discipline. I understand showing up when it was uncomfortable. What I wasn't prepared for was for what happens when the structure is gone. When there's no one telling you when to wake up. When there's no one checking on you to see you if your work is complete. When the fight becomes internal more than it is external. And that's when I started to realize something. I wasn't failing because of lack of knowledge. I wasn't stuck because of lack of motivation. I was struggling because I kept negotiating with myself. I started to tell myself, I'll start tomorrow. I'll get back to it when life slows down. I just need to feel more ready. And slowly, that hesitation started costing me more than any physical setback ever did. I've dealt with injuries. I've dealt with mental battles. I've dealt with moments where doubt seemed louder than the confidence. But what I learned was this: resilience helps you survive the hard moments, but relentless helps you decide on who you're going to be after them. And G.B.A.B.Y was born out of that realization. Going before and beyond you means you stop waiting for the perfect moment. It means stop letting fear disguise itself to be logic. It means you decide, you make the decision, even when it's uncomfortable. For me, that decision came through fitness first. Fitness was my reset button. Not because I always wanted to train, but because training showed me who always was in control. Sometimes it was through lifting. Sometimes it was by walking. Sometimes it was just showing up and not quitting early. And over time, it showed me something powerful. That fitness was not changing my body first, but it was helping me rebuild my trust in myself. Once I started trusting myself again, everything else started to line up. My mindset, my faith, my confidence, my direction. And that's when the 4 pillars became clear. Faith, believing before things show up. Fitness, trusting movement as medicine and not punishment. Fight, learning how to fight internally without quitting on yourself. And forward, choosing progress even when it seems slow. Before I break down the pillars of G.B.A.B.Y, I want to explain to you why this matters to me personally. Because this didn't come from theory. It came from my experiences. And for that reason, I truly believe G.B.A.B.Y isn't a slogan. It's a decision that I make daily. The first pillar of G.B.A.B.Y is faith. When I say faith, I'm not talking about religion. Faith is belief before the evidence shows up. Faith is what you lean on when fear seems loud. It's deciding to move when you don't feel ready. Most people say, I wait to have confidence before I act. With faith, people say, I'll act first and confidence can catch up. With faith, It means you can believe in your work and believe that it matters before people are clapping it. Without faith, problems just seem like a stop sign. With faith, it just only seems like a checkpoint. The second pillar is fitness. Not fitness as punishment, not fitness as ego, but fitness as a tool for healing and discipline. Fitness showed me something that life couldn't, and that is consistency beats intensity every time. Some days I felt strong, some days I felt tired, but showing up trained my mind more than it was training my body. Fitness builds trust. Every rep kept, every workout finished, every walk taken. It reminded me that I could rely on myself again. And with that trust, it carried over into everything else. The third pillar is fight. Not fighting people. We're talking about that version of you that says he wants to quit early. The real battle is not external, it's internal. It's that voice that says, skip today. You're going to start again tomorrow. It doesn't matter anyway. Fighting is showing up. Fight is showing up and not negotiating with your feelings. You don't have to win every day, but you do have to stay in the fight. Because every day that you count yourself out and you choose to quit, it costs you confidence. But every time you stay, you get stronger. The fourth pillar is forward. Forward doesn't mean fast. Forward doesn't mean perfect. Forward means you don't reset your life every time things get hard. Forward means you stop starting over, but you start continuing. Some days, forward looks like progress. Some days, forward looks like survival. But every time you commit to moving forward, even slowly, you begin to gain momentum that motivation alone couldn't give you. So if you're still listening right now, I need you to hear this clearly. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not behind. Most people don't need a newer version of themselves. They just need one decision that they're willing to keep. That's what G.B.A.B.Y is about. Not about hype, motivation, but decision. Faith when fear seems loud. Fitness as a tool and not punishment. Fight when quitting seems so much easier. And choosing forward when progress even seems slow. This podcast is for that person who's ready to stop starting over and ready to start continuing. So, wherever you are right now, I need you to ask yourself one question. What's one decision that I'm ready to honor today with no excuses, no negotiating? Keep that decision, and I'll be with you on the next episode. This is G.B.A.B.Y. Faith, fitness, fight, forward. And over here, we don't quit on ourselves.